Steve talked about systems, and I was thinking about this as more an individual thing, but I thought it was interesting to think about individuals within systems and movements and shifts within systems.
Well, maybe to piggyback on that, right? Luann, I'm sorry. Luann made an interesting comment, if you're okay with me sharing, just about a collective fear of sustained attention on something, and her example was driving, and just the way that our culture has shifted from something where driving is your primary activity to where driving is your secondary activity, texting or doing some other thing. But the way that it still requires sustained attention, but how we justify moving away from that, and then thinking about that in a systematic sense, sort of where I went with this, I started to feel kind of helpless in thinking about being a product of my environment, without any agency to change. But sometimes society changes, and at some point we must be powerful within that system because we don't keep reproducing ourselves exactly.
Sorry, Kate.
It was interesting.
And kind of to piggyback off what you said, I said that of course everybody's a product of their environment, but it's not immutable. It's not determined, like your genes don't determine everything. In my experience, the more you recognize the parts of the environment that have influenced you, the more control you have to encourage them or change them. And so, she was talking about her parents, how they're conservative religious Fox News fans, and she is not, and how that sets up interesting situations with the environment.
I asked my class this kind of question the other day, similar to this, and saying that the World War II generation came to be known as the greatest generation. Came back from there and produced me, I don't know if any of you, the baby boomer generation. What would you call your generation? And I asked them to reflect about, what is it that's influenced you? What is it that's called? And the students, a number of them came up with the tech generation. And it hit me, one of the kids in their journal writing said, we've gone through more changes in technology and science in our 16 years of life than the previous 100 years. And boy, you don't think that has an influence?